I think her dad's still a priest.
Yeah, alright guys and girls, welcome back to another daily video news or daily news of mine on Anthony Kenneth Bishop channel. This is my channel here and I do all my videos here for the daily thing. Today is Friday the 16th of June. It is 2:15 in the morning and yeah, it's pretty much pitch black out there until around about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, so I've just been watching a few videos on YouTube about the London fire block where the big massive tower got on fire and loads of people got killed in it, and then you've got the survivors of the actual burning buildings. Now, what really fucking annoys me, right, is the fact, the way, right, they get all these people out, right, they get the people out of the block. Obviously, if you've got a big tower or you've got a big flats and all that, and it's a tower, a block of flats, right, and you've got loads of people in there, right, one, you've got to make sure it's all done by safety regulations, right, so safety regulations should be put into form so that people are actually got safe, actually safe. And you've got to make sure that there's not going to be a fire. And what the fuck? I mean, and no fire alarms went off either. What the hell, right? These people who run it, I don't know the council people, I don't think it would be council or anything. But the people who runs it, the landlords, whoever runs that place, right, they're not going to probably take responsibility for the whole building, getting like flamed up and killing all these people. No, they fucking won't. You know, what I think is, right, and then suddenly Theresa May, right, comes out and then she goes there and then just goes there for, was it, 15 minutes, a couple of minutes or something? And then she just takes a look at and then goes back to her office. Now, Jeremy Corbyn, right, for Labour, he's been, like, there, helping them, talking to them, see if they're all right, and he's worried about them and sick. I'm tired of the Conservatives not doing enough for the people who've just been put on the street, and they're just being left homeless now because their house and all their private stuff and all their clothes, whatever they've lost, their memories, probably their pictures, their families. Also, there's a few people they said is missing from the actual buildings. And it really pisses me off that our government, Theresa May, who isn't really the Prime Minister at the moment either. She's not really the Prime Minister because she hasn't been given the go-ahead. So she's not really the leader at the moment of our country. She's not leading our country. It's after this Hun Parliament, she got fucking screwed. She got literally fucking screwed. And I think, to be honest, I think she should give up and abdicate her position as the Prime Minister and let someone else run the fucking country. And then we've got the DUP wants to form a coalition with them. And what do they subject themselves to? They are anti-gay marriage. They're like racist bastards. They don't like migrants and all that shit. Apparently that's what I've heard. Anyway, they don't like migrants. Or people coming in from the country and or any countries. And yeah, they're just like anti-abortionists as well. To be honest, it's kind of fucking up the country. Why would you want some fascist people running our country? It's kind of ridiculous on the fact that we're basically becoming like a 1930s Nazi Germany. and I think it's absolutely fucking disgusting. And I think when they say about our country as a whole, oh, we're all in this together. Well, okay, so is Theresa in with this all together? And is she going to go out and give all her money to help these people, these homeless people on the street? I don't think so. Can she sleep at night? Oh, she sleeps fantastic in a nice warm bed. Will she actually get these homeless people off the street and into her number 10 Downing Street and put them up for the night? Like hell she will. She don't give a shit about anyone except for herself. And the thing is, if I was a Prime Minister and I saw some homeless people on the street, right, and I'm the Prime Minister of England, right, and I see someone there, I'd bring them into 10 Downing Street. I would put them up for a couple of nights and try and get them back on their feet, because it's the way to communicate with everyone. You want to make everyone happy. Okay, you're not going to make everybody happy. There's always going to be some shit like going on that some people don't like or some people like, and that's what is a democracy. But the thing is, you want to do it so you're 50-50. You're 50% for the one side, you're 50% for the other side. And it is a great thing as well that more women are getting into politics as well. I'm glad more women are getting into politics and they're given the opportunity. But with Theresa, I don't think she should be running the fucking country. She is kind of like another Margaret Thatcher. And, well, if she does a coalition with the DUP, which are actually terrorists, then we got terrorists running our fucking country. And I don't think we should have terrorists running the country. Otherwise, you may as well get in touch with the leader of ISIS and say, oh, would you like to run the UK and stuff? It's alright, you can be the leader of the party and all that and run 10 Downing Street and bring in your fucking all Al-Qaeda shit. Oh, it's just fucking, it just pisses me off, to be honest.
And don't forget her dad was the Reverend.
Yeah, and then, I mean, okay, what about her dad? I mean, her dad could, because her dad's was a reverend, yeah, so he could put some homeless people up in his house or his church or something and help them. I mean, this is what church people like priests and vicars do. They help people. They bring people into the home if they're homeless and they give them food if they're hungry. Why do we have to rely, right, on food banks and charity, right? And if you think about it, with the National Health Service, no money is getting put into the National Health Service. The only money is probably getting put in there is from people who are given to charity or giving it to them. Where is the rest of the money? Where is the actual money tree that Theresa May says she don't have, but yet she is lying? She's lying like the rest of those fucking lying bastard MPs in the Conservative Party. And, I mean, the only reason, right, Boris Johnson doesn't want to say anything, right, is because he's a coward, right? Boris Johnson, I think, is a coward and he doesn't want to stand up. Obviously, right, when he first started and he wanted old David to take on David Cameron's job, when old David Cameron fucked off and left and stuff and jumped ship, and said, oh, it's alright, I'm leaving right now that everyone is out of Brexit, is going out of Brexit, out of the European Union, and they're going to go into the UK and stuff and have their own country back. I don't want any of this. I've done my duties now. I'm the pirate of the ship. I steered the pirate ship, and now I'm fucking right off. Now, to my knowledge, someone who does something like that, who doesn't get what they want, right, is nothing but a coward because, okay, they couldn't get what they wanted, so they're having a fucking tantrum about it, and then they've jumped ship and just left everyone to die and stuff, or suffer miserably. This is how I feel. I feel that the Democratic Party, which is coming into a form, which is the to do with the DUP, the Democratic Unionists, are going to be with Sinn Féin in it. Now, Sinn Féin and what's that other guy's name? Jerry Adams. They're all basically, back in the days, they used to be like part of the IRA, which is the Irish Republic Army. Now, they used to be in forms of like terrorism, going around bombing the fucking shit out of everyone. Why do we have that kind of stuff, right, running our country? If Theresa May has got any deals going, right, between the back of the locker rooms or the back of 10 Downing Street, and they're doing it in secret, obviously they don't want us to know about it, right? Because obviously we're going to be pissed, we're going to probably end up rioting or demonstrating at number 10, and it's just going to be chaos. And I think, to be honest, we need to come together, we need to be calm, collective, and we need to just sort this fucking thing out before the whole country just explodes. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm really mad and I'm passionate about my country. I feel more British, right, more English than Theresa May in an entire lifetime. And I think, to be honest, if you've got the DUP and the Conservative Party together, that is a nuclear fucking bomb waiting to go off. And I think if any other people here agree with me, do put a like on the channel.
She should leave and let Jeremy Corbyn step straight
Yeah,
in
let
now.
fucking
Let him
Jeremy
step in
Corbyn.
now.
Okay, people keep saying about him, saying that Jeremy Corbyn was to do with the IRA and saying
say
he's
they
a terrorist. But the thing is,
People said they don't want any more elections.
thing is,
right?
he don't want
Then
right. No, Jeremy Corbyn doesn't want nuclear war. He doesn't want nuclear bombs. He don't want nuclear weapons. If he had had his chance, he would have gone back. If there was a time machine, he would have gone back to the time, I think it was 2003, when they went into Afghanistan, and he could have changed everything then. He's been doing it for years. Everyone's not really trusted him.
I'll tell you what they should do, right? They should have a demonstration.
A civil demonstration.
Yeah,
so
but
everyone's civilized.
But let Jeremy Corbyn.
No riots,
No
because
riots.
that's no riots though. Because thing is, this is
No elections. Just let Jeremy Corbyn step in straight away.
But the thing is, with demonstrations, right, you have rioting in it.
No,
and we don't want that. We just don't want rioting, because the thing is, I think if you're basically playing into the establishment's hands. You're playing amongst the Freemasons. The Freemasonries, right, are the ones behind all this shit. Like, and obviously there's got to be some pulling of the strings, or like actually playing of the harp and the violin, and then suddenly they're going to cut everyone's strings on the violin, and then we're going to be fucked.
I'd like to know a couple of things. Why is it that on the TV, on the day they were doing the polls, doing the counting, why is it that a load of people, right, theirs hadn't gone through? And why? Because they said on their envelopes there was a little rip. Now, what was happening?
No, actually, more than a little rip. What are you talking about? No, apparently, right, though, in the elections for some of Jeremy Corbyn's elections, when it came to him, apparently I think there was 60 odd votes, or 85 or something, 65, 85 votes in just his candidate, which they had to get rid of, because apparently, I don't know whether it's something dodgy going on, or whether some shit going on anyway. But and also the screens, I've noticed some of the actual cameras went off as well. And I think, to be honest, Jeremy Corbyn won that. He literally fucked her over. He went and bent her over, and he gave her it really fucking hard. And to be honest, then he's laughing in her face, and it's only going to be a short time when she abdicates her position. She's on borrowed time,
and Jeremy Corbyn should step straight
and
in.
when borrowed time for Theresa May hits the bricks, she's going to get thrown out on her ass. And to be honest, she should never ever come crawling back, because we don't want her. She's actually, I wouldn't say she's worse as Margaret Thatcher. I mean, come on, no one's worse than Margaret Thatcher. She's probably second from Margaret Thatcher.
She's trying to take Margaret Thatcher's.
Yeah, she's doing. I mean,
she wants to be another one.
Yeah, she's trying to outdo Margaret Thatcher. But the thing is, I think it's more of a contest with her, even though Margaret Thatcher's dead. But I think it's more of like.
I think I read somewhere that Margaret Thatcher, when she brought the council tax in, I think I read somewhere that she did not really want to bring that in, but I suppose she had to because of the government.
Because I'm so pissed off about it. Anyway, guys and girls, I mean, if you think, right, do you think there's something dodgy going on with these flats getting, or these big massive towers getting fucking on fire?
Actually,
I mean, do you think there's obviously, I mean, because they was saying that the flames on the fire and stuff was something to do with, what was it, a cooker or fridge. So, I mean, come on.
But what I'd really like
if a fridge, right, started burning, right, and then suddenly the alarms would have went off, and then everyone would have like literally left that entire building. And actually, apparently, some of the family members were throwing their kids out the window, and that's fucking mad.
What I would
and they were trying to save them as well.
How many people, which I would like to see, they've sent you messages. How many people would like Jeremy Corbyn to be in, and how many people, instead of having an election, have him put in now?
Yeah, don't worry about another fucking election, because we wouldn't want fucking Theresa May in the first place. Get Jeremy Corbyn in. Anyway, guys and girls, let us know what you think, and cheers all for watching.
And I love you.
And yeah, we love all of you. Catch you all later. Stay safe and have a lovely day.